Man, I'm built different, period. I'm just built different, man. And I've always had an eye, discipline, and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just apply it there.
The innocent girl in the red cloak, the sweet granny, the big bad Wolf. It's a classic tale of caution, a warning to little kids not to talk to strangers. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the version we've been told for centuries is just a clever disguise, a fairy tale designed to hide a much darker, more thrilling truth? What if Little Red wasn't the victim, but the hunter? Forget the helpless little girl skipping through the woods. Instead, picture this. A secret order, generations of women clad in red cloaks, tasked with a singular, vital mission: to protect humanity from the shadows, to hunt the creatures that go bump in the night. They aren't just Little Red Riding Hoods. They are the Crimson Guard, and the forest isn't a place of fear for them, it's their hunting ground. In this version, the famous red cloak isn't just a fashion statement. It's a uniform, a symbol of their ancient order, woven with enchantments that mask their scent and silence their footsteps. The basket isn't filled with wine and cake for grandma. No, it's a masterfully disguised toolkit. The cake is actually a poultice for treating wounds sustained in battle, and the wine, a potent concoction of silver and wolfsbane, a deadly poison for their quarry. And the Wolf? Oh, the Wolf isn't just a hungry animal. He's an alpha, an unusually cunning and powerful werewolf who has been terrorizing the villages for months, growing bolder with each passing full moon. The local authorities are powerless, the villagers live in constant fear, and so the call goes out. A message is sent to the only ones who can handle this kind of threat. Our story begins not with a naive girl, but with a young, determined huntress named Lyra. She's the latest in the line of Red Riding Hoods. She's been training her entire life for this, mastering tracking, archery, and the ancient lore of the beasts she hunts. This mission is her final test, her initiation into the highest ranks of the Crimson Guard. Her target? The Alpha Wolf that has been terrorizing the region. When her mother says, "Don't stray from the path," it's not a warning to a child. It's a coded instruction from a senior huntress. Straying from the path means breaking protocol, acting rashly, and underestimating the enemy. It's a reminder to stick to the plan, to use her training, and to stay focused. As Lyra enters the forest, she's not skipping. She's moving with the silent grace of a predator. Her senses are sharp, scanning for broken twigs, faint tracks, the scent of her prey on the wind. The forest is alive with whispers, but they don't frighten her. She understands this language. She knows which sounds are birds and which are beasts trying to mask their presence. The famous encounter, "What big eyes you have," gets a complete rewrite. When Lyra meets the Wolf, it's not by accident. She's been tracking him. He thinks he's cornered a lost child, an easy meal. He's arrogant, overconfident. He doesn't realize he's the one who's fallen into a trap. He circles her, his voice a low growl trying to intimidate her. "Where are you going, little girl?" he asks, a cruel smile playing on his lupin features. Lyra stands her ground, her hand resting calmly on the basket. She's not scared. She's assessing him, gauging his strength, his speed, his weaknesses. She plays along, her voice deceptively sweet. "I'm on my way to my grandmother's house." This is all part of the strategy. Lull him into a false sense of security. Let him think he has the upper hand. The conversation we all know and love becomes a tense psychological battle. "What big ears you have," she says, not in fright, but with a calculating tone, noting how he twitches them to catch every sound. "The better to hear you with, my dear. What big eyes you have," she continues, studying their unnatural glow, a sign of his immense power. "The better to see you with." He's getting closer, a predator ready to pounce. "And what big teeth you have," she says, her voice dropping, the innocence vanishing completely. As he lunges, declaring, "The better to eat you with," he doesn't find a screaming child. He finds a warrior. In a flash, Lyra drops the basket and dives aside. The Wolf crashes into the tree behind her. She's already on her feet, a silver-tipped dagger drawn from beneath her cloak. The Wolf, stunned by her speed, turns to face her, no longer seeing a little girl but a formidable opponent. The hunt is on. The battle isn't a quick affair. It's a brutal dance through the forest. He has brute strength and supernatural speed. She has agility, strategy, and generations of knowledge. She uses the terrain to her advantage, weaving between ancient oaks, using her cloak as a diversion. He swipes with claws that could shred steel. She parries with a blade forged in sacred fire. Now let's talk about Grandma's house. It's not a cozy cottage. It's a fortified, safe house, a strategic outpost for the Crimson Guard deep within the forest. And Grandma? She's not a frail old woman. She is the matriarch of the Order, one of the most legendary hunters of her time. She's the one who trained Lyra, and she's waiting not in a bed but with a massive, silver-loaded crossbow ready to provide backup. The Wolf, wounded and enraged, thinks he can find refuge by getting to the cottage first. He thinks he'll find another easy victim. Big mistake. He bursts through the door, expecting to find a helpless old woman, but instead, he's met with the cold, steely gaze of the matriarch. "You have my granddaughter's eyes," she says, not with affection, but with deadly recognition of his power. "And you have my teeth," she adds, revealing her own set of sharpened canines, a sign that she herself has fought and survived these beasts for decades. Just then, Lyra arrives. The Wolf is trapped between two of the most skilled huntresses alive. The final confrontation isn't about survival. It's about extermination. It's a masterclass in teamwork, a whirlwind of silver, steel, and ancient combat techniques. They move in perfect sync, the student and the master, cornering the beast. And the woodcutter? He's no random passerby. He's another member of the Order, an armorer and tactician who is tracking the battle from a distance, ready to step in if needed. He arrives not to save them, but to confirm the kill and help secure the area. When he cuts open the Wolf, he's not saving anyone from its belly. He's performing a ritual, harvesting valuable alchemical ingredients from the beast and ensuring its dark spirit cannot rise again. In the end, Lyra stands victorious, bloodied but unbroken. She has passed her test. She has proven herself worthy of the Red Cloak. She is no longer just Lyra. She is the Red Hood, protector of the innocent, hunter of the dark. The fairy tale we were told was a cover story, a legend spun to keep the public calm while the real heroes work in the shadows. So the next time you hear the story of Little Red Riding Hood, remember this version. Remember the Crimson Guard. Remember the girl who didn't run from the Wolf but hunted him down. It makes you wonder how many other fairy tales are hiding an epic, hidden truth. What if Cinderella's glass slipper was a weapon, or Sleeping Beauty was a powerful sorceress in a magically induced trance to protect a relic? The possibilities are endless. What do you guys think of this twist on the classic tale? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas for other fairy tale retellings. If you enjoyed this journey into the darker side of folklore, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Man, I'm built different, period. I'm just built different, man. And I've always had an eye, discipline, and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just kind of